Let's visit Italy! Join us on our trip to Mazzano Adriatico, a town located on the Adriatic coast in the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. Come along as we explore Mazzano and attend the World Superbike races at World Circuit Marco Simoncelli, plus our experience viewing from the World Superbike Pit Lounge. We'll also share with you our favorite places to eat in Mazzano and suggest some easy day trips nearby. Visitors will find miles of beaches, seaside hotels and restaurants, and many activities for children and adults alike. Mazzano is an easy hour-and-a-half train ride from Bologna. We boarded a Trenitalia train from the Bologna Central Station to Mazzano. The cost was €10.80 per person for a one-way travel second-class ticket. We bought our tickets online ahead of time. Tickets can also be purchased at the train station from an agent or from one of the many ticket kiosks. During peak times, the train may be standing room only. As you leave the station on the east side, you'll find a taxi stand. It seems you have to call for a taxi though, because there weren't any there waiting for fares. There is also a bus stop near the train station. Since Mazzano is so compact though, we opted to walk everywhere, so we can't speak to the bus service. Dada Cafe alla Stazione, just across the street from the train station, quickly became a favorite. If you do find yourself waiting for a train, taxi, or bus, or just need a quick espresso or pastry, be sure to stop in. We stayed in a one-bedroom apartment located on Via della Repubblica, about a half a block from the train station. Walking to the beach was very easy from our neighborhood. Walking down Via della Repubblica under the train tracks leads you to all of the beach attractions, restaurants, shops, and entertainment. At the end of Via della Repubblica, you will find the beach. The beach promenade provides a nice place to go for a relaxed stroll or a bike ride. Mazzano was sleepy during the daytime hours. The beaches were very quiet as well. I felt like we had them all to ourselves. I'm guessing this area is much more crowded the first weekend in August. If you did want to spend time at the beach, it looks like you can rent a spot from one of the many local restaurants and businesses. All the essentials are close at hand in central Mazzano. You'll find an ATM and pharmacy on Via della Repubblica, a short walk from the train station. Mazzano has everything you need, whether it's bikinis or gelato. Mazzano comes alive at night. It seems like a completely different town. Strolling along the beach promenade, we found the area to be bustling with people. We enjoyed seeing so many people of all ages out enjoying the lovely evening. For a small town, we thought there was a nice selection of places to eat in Mazzano. From pizza, gnocchi, to fresh fish, you name it, you will not go hungry. The main reason for our Mazzano visit was to attend the World Superbike races that weekend. We were so excited to see our favorite motorcycle racers, Bautista, Toprak, Rinaldi, and Petrucci, all competing in person. With rain threatening, we did investigate the bus options to the racetrack. But it seems World Circuit Marco Simoncelli is on a rural bus route and weekend service is infrequent. Fortunately, the rain did not materialize, so we decided to just walk to the racetrack from our apartment. We couldn't find much information about walking to the racetrack, and Google Maps directed us along some busier roads with no sidewalk and narrow shoulders. So using Google Earth, we found a more relaxing and scenic route. It was about a 30-minute walk along quieter country roads. If the scenic route is more your speed, then you might want to consider following these directions. The directions will also be in the description down below for copying, pasting, and printing. For Saturday, we decided to splash out on World Superbike Pit Lounge Hospitality Pass. I couldn't find any hospitality reviews online, So if you're considering it, hopefully this will be helpful. The hospitality seating area is on the south end of the start-finish straight, above the pits. With your tickets, you have access to a variety of snacks and pastries throughout the day. Prosecco flows freely too, as does espresso, sodas, and other beverages. The lunch buffet was quite good and served in an air-conditioned dining room. Some quality swag was included as well. Our SBK canvas tote bag held a nice hardcover photo book highlighting the previous race year and a paperback book specific to the Misano races. Some pros about sitting in the hospitality pit lounge. Lounge-type seating above the start-finish line was very nice. It's easy to view the pits from above. All-you-can-eat pastries and snacks throughout the day. Pit walk access. A delicious lunch buffet with many food options. And some giveaway swag items. Some cons? It's very expensive for the tickets. You can't purchase the tickets online either. You have to fill out an emailed form and wire transfer money. Lines to get into the hospitality lounge were long, mainly because track staff seemed confused about the entire process. They gave us a hard time about our entry, even though we had all the necessary information and paperwork. By midday, the seating area was completely in the sun, and there was a DJ playing the entire time, making it difficult to hear the race commentary. The award ceremony, where the top 3 riders receive their trophies, and the paddock show afterwards are open to everyone. On this particular Saturday, it was a 1-2 for Italian manufacturer Ducati. Spanish rider Alvaro Bautista took first, and local hero Michael Ruben Rinaldi came in second. The Italian fans joined in enthusiastically when the Italian anthem was played. After the award ceremony, the paddock show begins. There are interviews with current and past World Superbike riders and often opportunities to get rider autographs. Pro tip, if you're interested in getting autographs, get those elbows out. You'll be competing with the professional autograph hounds. If you aren't in front, most likely you will only get one rider's autograph, like me. On Sunday, we sat in the covered grandstand section. We were in the Tribuna 2 grandstands between turns 14 and 15. Tickets were much more affordable than the hospitality lounge. These stands provide an excellent view of the track, and the shade was much appreciated in the summer heat. With Ducati and Bautista on the way to winning the championship, sitting with the festive Italian fans was great fun. Make sure you walk around in between the races so you can enjoy all the other things happening throughout the grounds. There are, of course, product and souvenir vendors. You may see one of your favorite riders, get a photo with them. You might see some cool and interesting motorcycles. You may be lucky enough to enjoy a performance by an Italian Army Corps band. These bands have been part of the Italian Army since 1836. Don't neglect Misano's neighboring towns. They're just a short ride away and well worth the effort. You can buy your tickets on the platform at Misano at a kiosk. And don't forget to validate your ticket. On our first day trip from Misano, we took an early train to Ravenna to see the 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites with beautiful mosaic tiles. Sant'Apollinare Nuovo is a short walk from the train station. There we bought one ticket that gave us admission to many of the sites. We visited all the sites in a day and did not feel overly rushed. In addition to all the amazing historic artwork, we also enjoyed simply exploring Ravenna. We had a tasty lunch at San Nu, a poke cafe located at Via Giuliano Argentario. Our second day trip was to Pesaro, a short 15-minute train ride from Misano. The Museo Officine Benelli is an easy 15-minute walk from the station. A spur-of-the-moment decision, it turned out to be one of the highlights of our trip. We spent a couple of hours exploring multiple rooms filled with an amazing collection of motorcycles, vintage photos, signs, advertisements, and tons of history. Located in part of the original Benelli factory, the collection includes both Benelli and other motorcycles and scooters associated with the Pesaro factory, such as Moto B. For my husband, the highlight was the 4-cylinder supercharged 250 designed by Giovanni Benelli in 1939. The town of Pesaro itself is adorable. There's a quaint beach similar to the one in Misano. We found some neat courtyards and narrow walkways reminiscent of Venice. We ate lunch at Meilin, a tiny hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant just off Piazza del Popolo. We enjoyed our exploration of Pesaro and hope that we can visit this charming little town again one day. Goodbye, Misano Adriatico. We really have enjoyed getting to know you. Now we take the train back to Bologna to spend a few days there before going home. We hope you have enjoyed this video, and most importantly, we hope you get to visit Italy. When we were planning our trip to Italy last year, there seemed to be very little information in English about visiting Misano and attending the races, so we decided to make that video for you. If you have any suggestions or more information, please share in the comments section below. If this has been helpful to you, we'd love to know that too. Thanks for watching and happy travels!